yeah, so you're level 6 now. You've gotten into some fights, um, and you're using your sword. Um, let's get out of town a second. I'm going to show you a couple of advanced fighting techniques before we start messing around with your equipment. Come and follow me out of town. We don't want to pull a weapon in here because if we do, the guards are going to get mad at us.
Where'd you go?
I'm downhill. I'm the guy on the green road. There we go. Let's go. All right, great. We should be able to fool around here without making anybody mad. All right, you remember how to draw your sword?
Um, One of them there buttons.
It's down on the directional pad. Good.
Okay.
Hi, Simpleton. Good afternoon. Me and my father here are playing some Two Worlds too. He's pretty new at the game, so we're learning the basics. All right,
Now,
go
could
ahead.
I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
All right. I'm watching Twitch on the laptop,
Mm-hmm.
and that's from your perspective, right?
Yes.
The TV is from my perspective, so I can see both perspectives.
Okay. Well, you're probably gonna. I mean, that's fine, but you're obviously gonna want to concentrate. Oh, and actually, that's good because that way I can show you. Yeah, that's a great. That's great. I'll tell you when to refer to one monitor or the other. That'll actually come in really handy. Cool. Never heard of it. This was a game that came out pretty much on the heels of Skyrim. I think it came out a few months before Skyrim, but obviously the hype being so big, all attention was at Skyrim. But this game's great. It's extremely cheap, and even though it's on PS3, it's still online. And as you can see here, there's this whole big expansive world to explore. You can pick a class. There's looting and side quests and all the stuff you can do in Skyrim. But the best part is you can play with friends, and you can actually play with up to 8 different people. So I myself here, I'm playing a necromancer. Well, Speedcoil here is playing a fighter. It's his first time playing an RPG, so we're teaching him the very basics. So if you have any curiosity about this game, this is probably the stream to catch. Okay, so let me see you swing your sword. All right, now what you're doing there is not swinging. That okay? That's an advanced technique. Okay. All right, you got all kinds of different moves here. Right. For now, just press R2. Cool. All right, that's your basic attack. Okay. You ever see a monster and you need to beat him down? That's the button to use. That other button where you were kind of taking a step back, do that one. Yeah, that. What button is that? What button was that where you stepped back there?
That was the X button.
Oh, okay. All right. So
So
basic.
that's why at first, the last time I kept stepping back, and I wasn't hitting the right button.
Right, right. Yeah, X is basically it's more of a defensive move. You know, if you want to kind of back off from the action, it's almost like a block or a parry. 90K people are watching Asmund play WoW Classic. They don't know what they're missing. Um, so so you've got that. A parry is just basically a step back. Your main attack though is just R2. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to put that away. So yeah, you've got that. So now at the bottom of the screen, do you see the little toolbar? Dad, at the bottom, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear them.
Okay, do you see the little toolbar at the bottom of the screen?
Yeah.
So what that is actually showing you is you've got with each button what each button does. And each button has some advanced attacks. So why don't you press the square button? Let's see what that one does. Why don't you try the square button? Let's see what that does. Okay, so that you see that blue aura that you just did there?
Yeah.
Now what that does is if you see a monster and you want to get his attention, you do that move. So basically it's like taunting your enemy. You do that to them and they're going to get mad and they're going to come at you. So that's what that does.
Okay.
All right, try the circle button. Okay, so that's just a big kind of lengthwise striking attack. Good way to open up into a fight. And then I think the triangle button might be a quest log. Is that right? Is it a picture of a scroll? Oh no, it's a jab, huh? Do that again. Let's see what it is.
I only get one jab.
Okay, so now what's happening here is you may notice that once you do one of those three moves, the color of those icons that are on the toolbar change slightly. They'll change from, orange to gray. Are you noticing that about like the square move and the circle move?
Okay.
So go ahead and try your circle move again, and then notice how the color down there changes. That's what's called a cooldown. So basically, you can't do that move over and over and over like your regular attack. You can only do it when that icon is turned gold again.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
It
where is
grays out, and then I know I can't use it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Grayed out means you can't use it. So your normal attack, you can just go on and on and on. That's the R2 button. You can do that forever. But your other special moves, you can only use now and then. And obviously, it takes just practice in the field to learn when to use them and if they're something you want to use at all. Takes me back to playing Diablo PS1. That's a tough game. I tried playing that co-op with a friend once. We got our butts kicked. But I'd certainly try again. I've always wanted to play that 2-player. Okay, so finally on your toolbar, Dan, you've got 2 buttons on the left and the right. You may see on the left and the right of the toolbar, there's 2 more. I think the one on the left is probably what does it look like? On mine, if you look in the stream, you can see mine has a little blue bar.
Yeah, I don't have a bar.
Okay, what does yours say? What does yours look like?
It's blank. There's nothing there.
Nothing there. Okay, that's perfect. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's make a little trade.
I only have R1.
What do you have on R1?
A bar above R1.
Is it red?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So what that is that's a potion. Now, those aren't going to come in too handy. The reason being is you hang around with me, and for the most part, I monitor your health, and if you're ever hurt, I heal you. It's basically my job at the party. But if you're ever on your own, that button comes in handy because that's a health potion. If you're ever hurt, you can press that button, and you'll drink a potion and you'll feel better. It's like medicine. And do you know how to tell if you're hurt or not?
You came in garbled, so I don't know what you.
Okay, no problem. I'll start over. Uh, that that R1 button is medicine. So if you're ever hurt, you can press that button and you'll get better. Like any medicine, though, you only have so many of them. Do you happen to
okay.
know how you're when you're hurt?
It says 4 next.
Okay, so you have 4 of them. That's good to know. Do you know how to tell when you're hurt?
The screen gets red all around, I think.
That's true. That does happen. Another way to know is in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Do you see that globe there? It's red.
Yeah.
So that's actually your health. It works kind of like a bottle. Right now it's full all the way, and each time you get hurt, a little bit of red liquid empties out. And if that bottle is empty, then you're dead. So you always want to keep an eye on that. And if you get hurt, you can use one of your potions. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Cool.
what's the yellow one? What's
The yellow one deals with stamina. Basically, it tells you how long you can run, and it also tells you if you can use certain special abilities like your big moves, like the square triangle moves. But basically, it's more about running. But you're a fighter, so there's a good chance you're probably not going to have to monitor that much. Do you have a blue one? Is there a blue circle? So again, the red one is for health, and the yellow one is for stamina. The red
Okay.
one's really the only one that's really important.
all right? What about the blue one?
The blue one deals with magic, but since you don't know any spells, you probably won't be using that one. At least not for a while. Okay?
Okay.
All right, cool. And additionally, if you are hurt and you're with me, that's normally not a problem because it's my job in the party to, if you're ever hurt, I'm gonna heal you by doing this. You see how you turned white like that?
Yeah, came over to. Started by you, and then gone around to over by me.
That's right. That's me making sure that you stay healed. So for the most part, you're not really going to have to worry about if you're hurt or not. I'll be monitoring that whenever we're in a fight. Okay?
Okay.
All right, cool. How do I do this? Oh, right. Okay, so... All right, so why don't you put your sword away? And you'll notice that your toolbar has changed. You see that?
Yeah.
So you've got some other stuff there. Those are more things you're not going to really need too much. There are things like a quest log, nothing too handy, but you just need to be aware that when when your sword is away, you're going to have a different toolbar. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now I want you to be able to see if it's dark out. So we're going to give you something to make sure you can see on your own. All right, now you see how I'm trying to trade with you?
I saw you brought up your menu.
I did. Now I'm just pressed on you, and if you look at your TV, it'll say, "Do you do you want to trade
there's a
with?"
hand there. Oh yeah, now I see it.
Yeah. So
Invited you to trade. So should I yes or no?
yes, please. Cool. All right. Now I'm going to give you. Make sure I have one. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'll give you mine. There you go. Anything else I want to give you offhand? I don't think so. Let me just double check. Okay. Yep. So agree. All right. Now I've offered this to you. Press X to take it. Excellent. All right. Now you've got that on your person. We're gonna fix you up with it in a second, but I need to buy one more of my own before it's nightfall. So let's run back into town real quick so I can buy one of my own, and then I'll teach you what it's for. Hopefully I can figure out how to buy one. This guy.
Our service is unmatched. Become your...
Okay.
See you next time. And remember to stop by our new ship. Come, friend, have a look. Our service is unmatched. Become yet another satisfied customer.
Oh, come on. No one's selling torches.
Come back soon.
Come,
I
friend,
get
have a
news.
look. Our service is unmatched. Become yet another...
Greetings, sir. Greetings and salutations.
Oh, here we go. Great.
Happy to be of service, huh? Until next time, then. Yet another man seeking more value for his aura. How can I help you? Always a pleasure.
Okay, let's head back out. Okay, great. All right, so what we're going to want to do here is I want you to press the select button on the controller. And once you're in the menu area, I want you to press R2 until at the top toolbar, the treasure chest icon is lit.
R2?
Yep.
Which one's R2? Oh, okay.
Your attack button.
All right, there you go.
Cool. So
Right.
do you have the treasure chest lit?
Yeah.
Okay, so in that, this is all just miscellaneous stuff. Potions and inventory and items, tools. You should see your torch. So find your torch and then highlight it. Just put your cursor over it. And once you have your cursor over it, you're going to press, like a button, the right joystick. Press it in.
Right joystick up, down, back.
Not up, down, or left and right. Press it in. Press it like a button.
I'm sorry. What?
No problem. It's a little
Okay,
confusing. The
I
joysticks.
pressed it in,
Okay, cool.
and the torch came up. Use a sign or return to game.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna want to assign. We're gonna press L1. Assign the button. Assign item to
It
L1.
says R3.
You don't want to assign. Well, yeah. So press R3 is your is the right joystick. That's what it's called. So press the
Okay.
right
Alright.
joystick like a button. Press it in.
I didn't know you could press it in.
I know, pretty crazy, huh?
Gee.
Yeah. Right. That's why it's a little easier if we take our time to learn this kind of stuff. So once you've done that, you may notice in the lower left-hand corner it'll say square, triangle, circle, L1 or R1
Yeah.
to assign item. Okay, so I want you to press L1.
Okay.
Okay. And from there, I need to make sure I have don't screw myself up. Okay. Hold on a second. I just want to make sure I'm with you. And then from there, press circle to return to game.
Okay, so what it looks like to me is I assign a button on my controller, L1, to the torch.
That's right.
Is that correct?
That's right. And when you pull out your weapon now, go ahead and pull out your weapon. Now instead of L1 being blank, it should have the torch there. Is it there?
No, I didn't hit. I drew my weapon. I didn't hit L1.
Yeah, no, that's okay. But remember, your toolbar changes whether or not your weapon is out. So now that it's out, is the torch
L1
on?
doesn't show anything.
Okay. Well, how about you put your weapon away a second? Do you see it now?
Okay, now it shows it.
Okay, so maybe
All right,
that's a non-combat
There you
weapon.
now I got it out.
Cool. So now if it gets dark out, and trust me, sometimes it can, and you don't have anyone else around, now you'll at least be able to see. Okay?
Okay, got it.
So there are a million different things that you can find in this world and assign to your toolbar the way you just did. You can assign it to any of the 5 different buttons that you see on the toolbar, and it's all up to you what you decide to put there. I
That's
gave
a
you
lot of buttons to know. I'm just trying to figure out one button.
Right. Well, that's okay. That's why, I knew a torch is useful for everyone. Even to this day, I still have a button for my torch. So there you go. But it as the days go on, you may decide to change that up. That's all up to you. Okay? Any questions so far?
No.
All right, cool. Why don't we go and fight some wolves? And you get out there and you take them out and make sure you use your advanced techniques, those ones that take a minute or two to reload. Okay?
Okay.
And in the meantime, I'll keep an eye on you, make sure your health is good. You won't have to worry about potions or anything. Just make sure all the wolves get taken out. Okay?
Okay.
All right, cool. Why don't you pull out your weapon and take a right at the rock behind you. Another right. There you go. You see that rock there? Yeah. There's a path down there. Just follow that path, and we'll keep going until we run into some trouble. Over here. The bridge is out there. So. Cool.
It's me.
Good. Try out your other moves. Okay, not bad. All right, before you go on, come on back here and let's take a look at these wolves. Now, if you'll notice, each one of them has a little icon that allows you to search them. You probably did this a couple times last adventure. Put your weapon away. And then search one. And then inside it'll probably be, you know, whatever would typically be in a wolf, probably some meat or something. The meat primarily you can sell for money. So why don't you pull all this meat up from all the wolves, and we'll take it back to town and we'll sell it. Don't be discerning. Anything you got, anything that's on them, just pick it up. A couple over here. Get this one in the path here. There you go. Loot this guy too. Go ahead and skin him. There you go. And then get that one under the bush too. Nope. Okay, cool. All right, so let's head back to town and we'll sell that meat, okay? Still having trouble hearing me?
No,
Okay, great.
I threw the camera out all out of whack.
Oh, are you using a camera? Oh, you mean...
Well, the right joystick.
Oh, I understand. Right. Yeah, that takes a little getting used to. Alright, so this guy right here, he'll probably sell anything that you buy, or he'll probably buy the meat from you. So go ahead and click on him. And then you're going to want to use R2 again to scroll down the toolbar, and you'll probably find the meat in the cauldron icon. So press R2 to slide over to the cauldron, make that gold. And that's where all the goods you find on monsters usually shows up. Are you with me so far?
Yeah, I just sold it.
Okay, so you sold all the meat?
Not all of it yet.
Go ahead and sell it all. There's plenty of wolf meat out there. You like that, huh? I won this in a competition there. I won this playing Street Fighter. Sorry, Dan, I'm talking to somebody in the chat. Oh, you did? Oh my god. I was doing so well, I got second place. So close to winning. Donkey Kong Country competition card. Wow, that's pretty neat. They had a competition card contest going there? That's really neat. Okay, Dad, what's up? Did you get them all sold?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, it's important to keep that stuff in mind, how much stuff you have on you, because you can actually only carry so much. Now, it's important for you to know where that is. So let me show you. So press the select button again and go into the inventory screen. And no matter where you are in the inventory slides, you'll always see in the lower left-hand corner that little brown icon. Do you see it?
Yeah.
I believe that's supposed to be a weight. It's not the best icon,
Okay.
but it means weight allowance. So in my case, my character's a little weaker, so he can only carry a total of 74 pounds. And he's only carrying about 5 pounds. Do you see where it says? You see where it says for you?
Yeah, it's 17 out of 68.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so there you go. So that's what. So you always have to be trying to sell off stuff to make sure you can carry more. And depending on what kind of equipment you're using, you know, you're holding the sword, you've got armor on, so you're going to be, you know, weighed down a little bit more than me. Had someone hand me an empty glass once. Oh, really? People end up thinking you're stabbed? Why? Oh, because of the shirt. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about how much money do you have on you? Do you know?
181.
$181. Okay. This guy here's one of my
Hello.
first guys to buy from.
Take a look at what we have to offer. I'm sure you'll find something that catches your eye.
He doesn't have what I'm looking
Happy
for.
to be of service, huh?
Come, friend, have a look.
After the 10
Our
years of
service
faith,
is unmatched. Become yet another satisfied customer.
Not him either.
Happy to be of service.
Come,
Until
friend,
next
have a
time.
look. Our service is unmatched.
Oh yeah, those are far too expensive. Wow, these are cool. Never saw those before. Huh. Alright, cool. So now we want to talk about equipment.
everything must go.
Come, friend, have a look.
Where'd you run off to?
Become yet another satisfied
Oh, there you were. Okay, cool.
customer.
So if you press, if you go back to your inventory and select, and you go to the second icon, which is a shield, an axe,
Come, friend,
and
have
a
a look.
mace.
Our service is unmatched.
What kind of stuff do you
Become
have?
yet another satisfied customer.
In my inventory, you're talking about?
That's right. Let's get out of town. We're gonna be talking over all these stupid dupes.
Our service is unmatched. Become yet another satisfied customer. Come, friend, have a look.
These guys keep talking and talking. I'm gonna go to the Diddy Kong Racing tourney. Ah, nice. I loved that game. Your story, Diddy Kong Racing. Just running around the world, racing around that world. It was a lot of fun. Okay. So go back to that inventory screen and light up the gold icon, or the shield icon. And you should probably have some stuff in there. Do you have a bunch of stuff in there already? You have like some sort.
Yeah, there's a sword. There's a like a red shaft of some sort. I don't know what that is. But then just the boots and gloves, hat, helmet, and shirt and pants.
Okay. Now, do you notice that some of them have like a gold dragon, like a gold outline to them, and some are just on their own? Like some
Yeah.
are framed in gold. Okay, the ones in frame, all the equipment that you see that is framed in gold, those are the things you're actually wearing. Okay?
I didn't catch you.
Okay, no problem. The things that are framed in gold Those are all that's all the equipment and weapons that your character's actually wearing.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Cool. All the other stuff is extra. Now you could do all kinds of things with it. Maybe it's something better. Maybe you picked it up along the way and it turns out that that sword that you just picked up is maybe more toward your liking. You can equip it instead of what you've been using since the beginning of the adventure. Make sense?
Okay.
And the same goes for armor. But obviously, it's hard to tell what's better than what. Thank you. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. That takes, obviously, some time to get used to. For now, I think it's probably better that we focus on teaching you how to improve your weapons rather than trade them in. Okay?
Okay.
So let's focus on your sword. Especially games like this system can be very overwhelming. Yes, absolutely. I start in baby steps. He already played once where we just let him go through the adventure and just swing. He basically knew one button, and that was enough. Now we're taking some time on the side just to teach him the ins and outs. And as you obviously, you'll retain more of this as the days go on. We've got the time, so we may as well. All right. So let's try and see if we can improve your sword. It's been a little while since I've done this myself, so let me make sure I'm not telling you wrong. Okay. So do you have any other weapons there aside from your sword that you have equipped?
There's the machete and that red shaft of some sort.
Okay. Oh, I can tell you what red means. Red generally means one of two things. Either you're not qualified to use it, you're not trained enough in using that piece of weaponry, or you straight up can't use it at all under any circumstances. Maybe it's a weapon for, say, a wizard, or maybe it's a weapon for an archer, and you're not a magician. You don't know the first thing about how to use something like that. So the computer is telling you there's no way under any circumstances you'll ever be able to use that. So basically, as far as you're concerned, it's something to sell, it's something to dismantle, or it's something to give to your wizard friend. Okay?
Okay.
Cool. Now, you're telling me it's a shaft, so I'm willing to bet that it's probably some sort of staff. Now, the way to know that for certain is put your cursor over it. This red shaft you have, and then on the left side of the screen, it'll tell you what the weapon actually is.
It's a long club, two-handed weapon. The required strength is 10.
Okay, excellent. So it's already telling you in big red letters you need a strength of 10 to use this, and it's also telling you it's a two-handed weapon. You're not trained in two-handed weaponry. You're a basic fighter, so you use one-handed weapons. Now you can eventually train to learn that, but right now you're not capable. So for now, it's probably going to behoove you to either sell it or dismantle it. Now, for education's sake, we're going to dismantle it because that can be very helpful for improving your weapons. Now you still got the cursor on the red shaft, the two-handed club, and as you can see, there's a number of different options that you can do with it in the lower left-hand corner. The one you're going to do is dismantle it for parts. And I believe for you that would be hold down L1 and press triangle.
Okay.
So has it
And
disappeared?
then do I continue?
Yeah, go ahead and dismantle.
He gave me 2 other things.
Right. What you did was you broke it down into its base components. It's like taking a radio apart. You take out the transmitters, you take out the antenna, and all of a sudden, instead of having one working tool, you have a bunch of different parts. That's what you just did. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the question is, how can we make your sword better? So go back to your sword. You know which one is the sword you have equipped, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so go over to it, and then I want you to press the button, the craft button. For you, the craft button should be triangle.
Okay.
So from here, you've got these 3 spheres. The one on the left is telling you the required parts you need. The one on the left, the center, is showing you the weapon you're working on. And then the one on the right, you know what? It's kind of weird that the right's there. Oh, that's for dismantling. What is this one? Okay. Okay. And then the one on the right is if you want to, is showing you what parts you will get if you dismantle. So we're not interested in taking apart your sword, though. We're interested in improving it. So on the left sphere is what's important. Now, is all the stuff that's in the left sphere, is any of it red?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're missing some parts. Which part is red?
That's the wood.
So you need the wood still is red. Does it happen to have a number telling you how many pieces? There's no numbers in that sphere?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't.
Okay. So what else is in the sphere besides wood?
It's just I can't tell what that other. I see the wood and I see like wood shavings.
Okay, so
and
maybe
then the other one is the steel, I think.
okay, so it looks like we need a little bit of steel and a little bit of wood. So why don't we go back to your inventory? We've already broken up that club, and that's probably where we got the wood. Now we need something that may have a little bit of steel in it. Do you have any other extra weapons? Or anything metal?
I mean, it's iron and wood. That's all I got.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you have those in your
Iron and
inventory.
wood.
Right. Are there any other weapons in your inventory or any other equipment in your inventory that you're willing to dismantle?
There's the machete.
Okay, is that something you want to keep and try and use instead of your sword, or are you ready to dismantle it?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, do you consider yourself someone who uses a machete or a sword?
The sword probably better.
Okay, cool. It's all about personal style. So if the sword's what you want to concentrate on, then go ahead and dismantle the machete. There's plenty of more out there. Don't
Okay.
feel like you're destroying something valuable. So once it's dismantled,
Okay, I'm dismantling it.
okay, great. Once it's dismantled, let's
Okay.
go back to your sword and craft it
Okay,
again.
now I got the thing. The steel.
Great. Okay, so go ahead and craft.
How do I craft?
Oh, I'm sorry. So now that you've gotten enough supplies that you see in the left sphere, now you're going to go to that little arrow icon that's between the left and the center spheres. and that'll give you the option to upgrade to higher class. Are you getting that?
No.
Okay. So maybe you don't have enough wood, and maybe you don't have enough steel yet.
No, I mean, how do I get to it? I'm trying to figure out how to get to it.
Oh, okay. So go back to your sword, the sword you want to work on, your equipped sword, and press triangle to craft.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Cool. And if you're
Okay,
ever
now everything is, whether I go one way or the other, it can do it.
great.
Upgrade to higher class or dismantle to aluminum parts.
Now you don't want to dismantle because that'll break your sword. It's just telling you what
Okay.
you get if you break your sword. We're not interested in
Alright.
that. We're interested in making your sword better. So we want to go to upgrade to higher class.
Okay,
Okay, and has it done it?
yeah.
Okay, great. So now your sword is just a little bit better. How about that, huh?
That's good.
Yeah, so that's why it's important for us to go out there, and if we take anybody down, like a wolf or a goblin or something, it's always important for us to pick up their weapons and armor, because we can dismantle them and use them to make our weapons better.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and the same applies to your weapon, your armor, your boots, your hat, anything you're wearing. I'm not going to bore you and take you through that again for all that stuff. I'm going to leave that up to you to experiment. If you have any
Okay.
questions or forget a step or something, feel free to talk to me about it. But that's part of the fun of these kind of games is personal discovery and style. Do I use a machete? Do I use a sword? Do I wear a hat? Do I not wear a hat? That kind of stuff. I'm going to leave all that up to you. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Any other questions on that
No.
kind of stuff? Okay, cool. I don't think that there's anything else for now in the way of being a fighter. No. So, I mean, if you got a little more time, why don't we go out there and take out some dudes? What do you say? Find some treasure.
Yeah, can I take a little break? Just,
Yeah, absolutely.
all right. About a minute or so.
Oh, take your time. No problem. I'm going to head back to town, okay?
All right.
Oh, I should probably teach him one last thing. Come, friend, have a look.
Become yet another satisfied customer.
So broke. Decimate other. That's real spell. Cause death. Okay. So much better.
I came back into town.
Cool. I'm just hanging out, doing a little alchemy here. I'll be ready to go in a second. All right.
This is much better because I can see what you're doing.
Our
Where
service
before I,
become yet another
you know, when we were playing the game, I didn't know why it was taking so long. What you were doing.
Sure. Yeah, well, there's a lot going on. I mean, there's spellcrafting, there's alchemy, there's metallurgy, there's crystal design or jewelry stuff,
I
enchanting.
don't know anything about all that.
Here, I'll give you something you can work on. I'll give you something to do when everybody else is busy doing all this silly stuff. So go to your inventory.
Well, the pool is still open, so I got to work on the pool. But when that's closed,
Right. Then you can work on that. Fair enough. All right. No, here. I'll show you something. Go back to the treasure chest in your inventory, and I'm pretty sure that in there you've got you've got a guitar, right? Oh, there goes your clothes. There you go. Close it back.
I forget what I'm supposed to hit to get up to the top to get the treasure chest.
R2 and L2. It says it up there in the corners there. You see that?
Oh, L2. Yeah, I keep thinking. Sorry, I was hitting L1.
That's okay. Takes no problem. Do you see a guitar in there?
Yeah, so the treasure chest. What was the question?
In your inventory there, is there a guitar?
There's a what?
A guitar.
Yeah, guitar.
Okay,
There's a
cool.
guitar.
So go to the guitar, and I think it's press X to use it. It'll say in the lower left-hand corner how to use it.
No. Wait, do I need to select it?
I think you need to select it. Oh, you need a song. Hold on a second. Go ahead. Ignore that, Dad. Give me a second. I forgot to give you something.
Yet another man seeking more value for his aura. How
Just a
can I
second.
help you?
Just a second. Let's get you. This one's not very good.
Always
right,
a
here you go,
pleasure
pal.
doing business with a man
All right, so
such as
take this. I'm going to trade you an item. You remember how to trade?
Do I have to get out of my inventory?
Yes, sir.
The trade was ignored.
Okay. How about now?
Do you wish to begin trading? Yes. Oh, okay, now what?
All right, now, hold on
Yeah.
a second. I'm going to give you this sheet here called Thursday Market. And go ahead and agree to that. Okay, cool. Now go back to your inventory and go to the chest. Go to the golden chest, your inventory, and then go down to that sheet that I just gave you called Thursday Market, and then use it.
To play the music?
That's right. There you go.
Am I supposed to be hitting the button?
You are. You're supposed to be hitting the buttons the same time that they cross the little line there. And if you manage to hit the buttons at the right time, you'll play the song.
I'm just hitting buttons like crazy.
Well, what can I say? You're an experimental musician. There you go. Look at that. Now you got something to do when everybody's doing the stupid crafting stuff. Pretty funny, huh?
I don't know how to do all
Yeah,
that.
well, it takes practice like anything. There you go.
I don't hear any music.
That's because you're not hitting the notes right. Once you hit the notes right, then you'll hear them. Yeah, take some practice. There you go. There's this guy in here sells some other songs. But there you go. Pretty funny stuff, huh?
This is a little bit better than War, where you got 2 cards.
Yes, it's a little more complicated than War. That's true. All right, so what do you say we head out there on the path and try and find some loot?
All right.
All right, cool. We'll play for maybe half an hour and then we'll wrap. How's that sound? Let's do it. All right, now you get up there and you beat him up, and as long as the 2 of us stay together, we should be in good shape. I'll make sure that we stay healthy. Oh, one other thing. Let me teach you how to run. Let's run back to the town. So, face the path toward the town, and hold down the L2 button. Oh wait, is it? Yeah, it's L2, right? Yeah. Hold down L2, or start walking toward town, and then hold down L2. There you go. So you can run, okay?
Okay.
And you were asking about that yellow circle earlier. That's your run, that's your stamina. So that whenever you run, that yellow circle's going to go down a little. But that's a quick way to get back to town if you need to. All right, let's go. Go. There you go. Yeah, now that you know how to, you're going to be doing it like crazy. Right.
I don't know where to go.
Take the path. We're heading downhill. That bridge is out, so we can't go that way. All right, you lead. I'll back you up, okay? Go ahead and go anywhere you want to go. There you go. Now don't forget about your other powers. Those ones that need to recharge after a moment. Try and get used to using those too.
Ah.
Oh boy, there's a lot of them. Get them off me! Help! Help! They're all over me! Help! Oh, there's blood everywhere! Oh, thank you. Woo. Thank you. Well done.
Now there's other things besides the meat.
Oh yeah? What are you finding?
There's the wolf fangs.
Oh, sure. Gross. Yeah, that's all stuff for
and,
making potions.
Furball.
Furball? Right. Yeah, well, that's all sellable. These guys back in the village they're not discerning, so that's all stuff
So
you'll be able to
should I
sell.
take this stuff?
Oh yeah, take it all. You can sell it later.
What if it weighs me down?
Well, that's why you sell it. Keep an eye on your weight. You know where the weight is.
Yeah.
As long as you're under your maximum weight allowance, you'll be just fine. Yeah, it's live. Can you believe it? All right, we get all the goodies. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Which way should we go? Right or left?
I don't know.
All right, deal. I don't know.
Is this the way we came?
No. Oh Lord, a bear! Oh, you're running right past them, huh? It's getting dark out.
What about these guys?
Goblins! Hey, what about these guys? Press circle. Got him. Nicely done. All right, those guys had some weapons and armor, man. Loot them up. You should probably dismantle that stuff.
What did they say? Alright, so now they got a lot of more stuff.
Yeah, they're actually using weapons and armor.
Where's these other guys at?
Back here on the road.
Save that for later.
There's one right here by my foot. Oh, great. It's okay, buddy. Loot this guy. Oh, never mind. Uh-oh. They're everywhere! Oh, leave me alone, you jerk. One more. Yay! Huzzah!
Gee, that takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
Let's take some of this stuff. This guy's stuff.
Get him. Finding anything any good?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Some stuff that's red, so I probably have to sell it.
Right?
What about this guy?
Looks like he's got a club. Oh, I guess we should teach you how to level up, huh? Jeez, that's important. So remember how you were looking at that club and it said required strength to 12? Or required
Yeah.
strength to 10? It's probably important we teach you how to improve yourself. I forgot all about that. Okay, so you're level 6, right? You probably don't know this, but you are. You're level 6. And you
Okay.
became level 6 by going on adventures. Every time you take down a monster or do anything really in an adventure, you get what's called experience points. And they're all dumped into a pool. And once you get to a certain amount of them, you get to a higher level. Now, we already went through a big adventure with Cherry Bats and Tracy once, so as a result, you got some experience. So you're actually level 12, or level 6. And you can probably see over my head, it says my name and then level 12, right?
Yeah.
So I've been through a few more adventures than you. So that's what that means. Now this is important because every time you level up, you get some skill points. And skill points are basically what you need to improve your character in any number of different ways. It's kind of like earning credits in college. Some people earn credits for going, getting a major in math. Some people earn credits for getting a major in theater. They choose where to spend their time. It's very much the same way here. I'll probably be spending my skill points in a much different area of expertise than you will be. So let me teach you where to make that decision, where to spend your points. So let's go back to the select button. And you're going to go to the first icon, which is the face, the head there. So highlight that head.
Okay.
All right, now you actually have two different pools of points. You have attribute points. Let's start, and then you have skill points. So attribute points deal with your basic physical build. One is endurance, and it tells you what each of the four do. So you've got endurance, strength, accuracy, and willpower. Do you see those four attributes there?
Yeah.
All right, so why don't you browse in the lower left-hand corner when you highlight each one, it'll tell you what each of the four do. You see that? Endurance, for example, it'll increase your health. How many hit points you have. You see that?
Okay.
And then next to it is strength, and that increases melee damage. Melee means basically hand-to-hand combat. Whenever you use your sword, that's using a melee weapon. Okay?
Okay.
All right, you got accuracy. Range damage, that's if you're, shooting a bow or maybe throwing something. You have a better chance to hit your target. And then finally, willpower, that deals with mind power, spells and magic, things of that nature. So of those four attributes, how many attribute points does it say you have?
20.
Oh, so you got a lot to work with here. Okay, so let's spend at least 5 of them right now. So of these four characteristics, endurance, strength, accuracy, and willpower, which do you feel is going to help your character out the most? The style you want to play.
Well, the last guys gave me trouble, so endurance, but then accuracy, if I do accuracy, then I'll be able to kill him quicker, right?
Well, I would say more towards strength. Accuracy deals more with range damage, bows and
Okay.
arrows, things of that nature. For now, you're using your sword, so I would say more melee damage is more your style. So maybe endurance and strength, if that's the way you want to go. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we for now?
And they're both 6.
Okay, they're both 6 right now. Well, why don't we pump endurance up to 8, put 2 points into 8, and then 3 points into strength.
Okay, how many? What did you want then? Strength 3?
Yeah, put 3. Yeah, put 3 into strength and 2 into endurance.
Okay.
Okay, and that leaves you with 15 more attribute points. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you can spend those at some other time. It all depends on, how things are in the field. If you feel like you need to be a little stronger, you can always pump those in. Keep in mind, you don't get more of those until you level up to level 7. Okay? You've got a bunch now because you've gone through 6 levels without spending any. So for
Okay.
now, yeah, we'll just keep you right there. Any questions on attribute points? Does that make sense? All that makes sense?
Yeah. No.
Okay, great. Now, things get a little murkier when we go down to skill points. Now, how many skill points do you have?
I have 12.
Okay. Now, you'll notice there's a whole bunch of other different skills here. And you'll probably notice that some of them are in gold and some of them are grayed out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in addition, the ones that are in gold are ones that you, as a fighter, can learn right now, spending skill points. The ones that are grayed out are skills that you just are not capable of doing at this point. Maybe down the line you
Okay.
can learn how to, but for now you can't spend any points. You can't learn those skills. Okay?
Makes sense.
Now, there are 6 different schools, 6 different basic skills, schools of skills. There's warrior skills, and they're located on the left and right of this menu here. It's probably easiest to look at my feed right now for me to show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
These
Yeah, I'm
icons on the
looking.
left, you got 3 icons on the left here. You got a shield, a bow and arrow, and a staff. And those deal with warrior or fighter, that's what you are. A ranger, which is someone who deals more in bows and arrows like Robin Hood. And then a magician like myself. And then in addition, on the right side, there are assassin skills for someone who likes to sneak around and do, silent killing like you learned. Remember you were sneaking around that one time?
Yeah.
Someone who wants to concentrate on assassin skills, that's where they go. You have crafting skills. This deals with all that stuff that I was doing earlier, alchemy and learning how to forge weapons, be a blacksmith, stuff like that. And then finally, general skills deal with things like athleticism, better hit points, better stamina, in general. So of these 6, warrior skills, ranger skills, mage skills, assassin skills, crafting skills, or general skills, of those 6, just from hearing those 6 different types, which one interests you the most?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, do you want to be a better warrior? Do you want to be a better athlete? Do you want to be a blacksmith? I mean, what?
Well, warrior,
Okay, well, let's start with warrior.
because I'm a killer.
Okay, sounds good. So we're going to warrior. So put your cursor over on that sword and shield there, and then press X to open the group.
Okay, it's already open.
Okay, now if you notice, okay, great. So if you compare, I've just opened it up on my side. If you compare, you'll notice many of these for me are completely grayed out. I simply can't learn them. Whereas you probably have at least half of these that are gold. Make sense?
I have all but 2.
Okay, and that's because you're a warrior. So you have all of these different skills that you know, but now it's time to decide which ones are you really going to use and which ones are you going to want to improve. And you can only improve so many because you only have 12 skill points. So if you drag a cursor over it, you'll learn which each of these do. Now these are actually some pretty advanced moves, and they're a little wordy. So it may be a little confusing to start in this skill tree. I'm going to go over to General. Yeah, well, for now, why don't you choose one from here that interests
From
you?
the warrior one or general?
From Warrior. Let's start in Warrior. So take a look at them all and see which one which one of these skills you feel is going to help your game and you want to improve on.
I don't know.
All right, well, let's go back to General. Let's go to General. All right, because General, there's a lot less, and it's really basic. Okay, and these are all things that'll help you in the long run. Since you're a warrior, you're an athlete. At the end of the day, these things are going to help. So there's only 5 things to choose from here. So just for the sake of spending points, let's spend, say, 3 points here in General. So take a look at them all and decide where do you want to spend your 3. Do you want to spread them out among these 5 skills, or do you want to pump them all into one particular skill and get really good at that?
How many am I doing? 3?
Yeah, you can do as many as you want, but let's just do 3 for demonstration's sake.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, so you spent all 3 of your skills?
Yeah.
What'd you put them into? What skills did you pick?
Oh, well, you're showing it. I did one there.
One in
I
resilience.
did.
Okay.
I did one to the right there.
Elemental resistance. Okay.
And then I did one to the stamina.
Stamina, so you can run a little better. Okay, great. All right, so yes, I understand that that's some pretty heady stuff. You can feel free to try those out at your own pace. You know, you don't have to overthink it. If you just want to always dump your attributes into stealth and strength and endurance, that's cool. If you just want to make yourself better as an athlete, you can dump all your skills into that. But it's important for you to at least know that menu exists. And maybe down the line when you get a little more curious, you can dig into all the different things you can learn as you level up. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, I think that's about it. I think we're locked out here.
Yeah, I learned a lot.
Good. I hope it helped. I hope I didn't make your head swim too much. I tried to keep
No,
it pretty simple.
no,
And
that's pretty good.
good. And the more you learn, the more fun you're going to have down the line. I think. So I'm glad we spent
Uh-huh.
today teaching you, some of the stuff
Well,
that you might not catch.
every time you play it, it's different. It's not the same.
Pretty exciting, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll teach you one other thing here. So you and I have been playing on our own, and you kind of got overwhelmed with these guys, but you took them all down. If we're ever in trouble, I'll show you one of the things I have. Check this out. Shakar, come to me! This is one of my summons. Pretty cool, huh? He's on our side. He's not going to do anything right now because there's nobody to fight. But, yeah,
Is he talking to you or what?
No, he's just kind of growling. He's undead. He's waiting for something to kill.
Is he another teammate?
He is. He's on our team. He's a summon. I'm a summoner, so I can summon people to help us if we're ever in need. I don't use it much. Generally, we're pretty okay, but that's just one of the many things that you can learn. You can even bring in people to befriend you. So, all right. So, do you want to head back to town and sell, or do you want to wrap up for the night?
Let's wrap up for now.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot for playing.
Yeah, it was great.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
No problem. No problem. We'll try and get a game. I don't know. I mean, next week we're going to be busy with the Indie Irish Fest. But if we're only going to do a day trip, I don't know. Maybe we'll play next Sunday. Who knows? All right. Well, I'll let you go.
Okay.
And,
How do I get out?
You just press the start button and go down to quit. You don't have to save. The game auto saves on its own every 5 minutes or so. It'll save with all the stuff that you found today, and it'll be just like where you left off the next time we play.
Good. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right, Dad. Take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. All right.
All right. Great.
All right, and everyone else out
Thank
there,
you.
hope you all have a nice evening. And
Yeah, I hope you too.
Yeah, thanks a lot. All right, I'll let you go, okay? Take care. Tell Mom I said I
All
love
right. All right. Great. Thank you.
her. No problem. I'll take you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, gang. Hey, pass it along. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 Worlds 2 for you. It's a $5 game. Get yourself a PS3. Get a couple friends and family together. Have yourself an adventure. I know. It's all about more classic WoW. I can't. All right, guys. Take care of yourself. Nice to see you. Have a nice evening.